comics. As you guys can see, Captain America is just about here. Now, I didn't just make this because people say I look like him. I actually like these helmets a lot. I actually had a sponsor, PCBWay, who sent me the lenses for these, which is gonna be freaking amazing once I actually put those in. But right now, what I'm doing is just adding some of the accents. So just finishing this up with these handy dandy Posca pens. Yo, ever since I got these, I have not put these down. These have been like my go-to for props. So they're good for touch-up because they don't take too much. Just really shake and apply. They don't leave a smell, which is great. And it's super simple and it's very, very reliable. So I'm just looking for something to like, I should already have this. Looking for like a little piece of paper. Give me 2 seconds just to get this activated and going. Besides that, it's a rainy day, guys. Hope you guys are enjoying your holiday. You can see in the comic shop, I don't stop. But this is gonna be part of the main video as well, so at times I'm gonna stop just to make sure that I can get everything recorded. For you guys, I'm thinking maybe I'll do the blue one on YouTube. Yeah, I'll do the blue one. Let's do the blue. Blue 42. It's football Sunday yesterday, so it's part of me. Alright, got that going. Yeah, I can't wait to have this thing all done. There's been some changes going on, so that's why it's been like, I was supposed to have this out this weekend, but I'm like, yeah, I want to take my time and really get this thing looking right, which that's going to be a big thing for next year. Right now I'm doing 2 videos every month, as you guys can imagine, like through print time. I work 40 hours as well. Through print time, work, trying to schedule everything, it takes a little bit of time to get this stuff done. So I might not be able to do 2 videos a month, but I'm still gonna make sure that I give you guys some bangers. I'm gonna make sure I do these lives a lot more as well, so that way I can like hang out with you guys, get some like recommendations from you guys, the whole nine. This is one of 2 of the Captain America helmets, and as I mentioned, this is gonna be part of the full video. Just doing like a little behind the scenes with you guys, hanging out. I hope you guys can hear me because I do have this, my camera is like, what's going on? What's going on, my edits? Can you hear me? Because I have my phone like positioned in a way, and I don't know if it's coming through. Channel. How's it going, Latoya? She's doing good. She actually just stepped out. Okay, you guys can't hear me? Perfect, perfect. Thank you, thank you. All right, perfect, perfect. I just wanted to make sure. So like I said, this is gonna be part of the full video. So if you guys are a subscriber, make sure you do stay tuned for this video. And upcoming for next month. Okay, I definitely will, Latoya, thank you. For next month, and for the upcoming months, I'm gonna be giving some stuff away to you guys. As you guys can see behind me, kind of running out of space. So I actually do want to give you guys a couple things. So these are some of the older prints when I first started. So make sure you guys do stay tuned. Obviously I'm gonna fix these up before I give these out, but I just have to add some magnets. But this Spider-Man helmet is one that I do want to give away, along with this Halo helmet, and a couple more that I'm actually printing for you guys. So make sure if you are a subscriber, because these are going to go to my subscribers, make sure you are a subscriber because I will give those away to you guys. Thank you, thank you, thank you guys, thank you. So again, if you haven't seen the movie Captain America Brave New World, this is his helmet. And basically what I'm doing here is just adding some of the touch-up to make sure this thing looks spot on. As I mentioned, it's going to be part of the main video too, so at some points I'll stop just to get my camera going so that way I'm not losing any footage, anything like that. And of course, as I did that, I got some where I didn't want, which is a good thing about these Posca pens because you can just kind of like wipe it away. They're acrylic based, but that's just some of the clumsy stuff that kind of like you guys don't always get to see. It's always something. It's either like right after I'm done with priming or something like that. Something crazy will happen to the helmet. But there's not too much that's gonna go to this one. It's just gonna be a matter of a couple of layers and so on and so forth. But if you see the Black Panther helmet behind me, I use this for that as well. Yes, I could just use some painter's tape and get this going silver, but I like this a little better. A little quicker, a little easier. I don't know why I'm sweating. Ooh. Am I camera shy? I'm not. So you can already see some of the detail coming out. This one I was thinking of 3D printing the suit, but I was looking online on I think Amazon has his full suit and it looks amazing. So even though the New York Comic Con is over, there's always next year. I'm gonna definitely make sure that I go to a lot more cons too, because I want to be able to meet some of you guys as well. Why I'm sweating? So there's a Comic Con that happens here around where I live. It's called Fan Expo. And that's the first con that I ever went to, and it was very packed, but it's fun. Those things are cool. I took my niece to it. At that time, I didn't have a camera, just my phone. But next time I go, I'll definitely make sure I take my camera, because again, I want to set up like a booth and just be able to meet some people who are into this as well. You like the Blue Beetle? I made like 2 of those. That I should do a giveaway for as well. Throw it on for you. This one was a favorite of mine too. I just made his sword. I don't know if you seen it behind me. But that was a fun one. I've been getting into swords recently. I don't know why, but swords has definitely been have been something that I've been into. I'm thinking of doing the Blades of Chaos again, just because I feel like personally I could have did a lot better on that. And it's like helmets, as you guys can see, the helmets, I wasn't always this good. I think I posted the short on here as well, like to show my first 3D prints, which were like embarrassing. Even my family laughed at me. I mean, even I laughed at me. But there's a definite learning curve, and so, the same thing is happening as I'm starting to work with these swords too. Just like being able to support the weight, the handles. The handles are really where the challenge comes in, because it's like, for me, it wasn't something that I thought would be a big deal, but on a lot of them, it takes a little bit of time. And blue and gold. See, that's what I think too. Sometimes I feel like when I make these, that you guys want them in like the original colors. So I never really like venture out. But I'm definitely gonna do some different color stuff. If you guys play Marvel Rivals, bro, stay tuned. I don't want to say too much, but if you play Marvel Rivals, stay tuned, bro. There's gonna be a lot coming. So that's one side done, just about. This is gonna take like more than once. I'm gonna have to like layer this up just so that way it looks like really smooth and comes out really nice. But I do want to say thank you guys, whoever is in here. I want to do this yesterday actually, but it was Sunday. I know everybody's like probably moving around and doing stuff. So I know since it's a holiday today, I figure, hey, they might be on around this time. So let me hang out. But I do thank you guys for being in here for sure. It definitely means a lot. It means a lot when you guys watch the videos, leave comments, stuff like that. Again, I'm just recording some of this for the main video as well. If you are in here though, let me know what is something that I haven't built that you would like to see built. Because sometimes what I do is like, I'll either look for something that's upcoming, so like a movie or something like that, something that already has you guys' interest, and then I'll make something from there. But I kind of want to know what you guys as my community like. I remember the Green Goblin helmet that I did. That one went crazy with you guys. Put out a short yesterday too of the Mortal Kombat Sub-Zero mask that I'm gonna be making, and I'm gonna be adding some different effects on that. No, no. I'll come back to that. But that's the stuff that you guys don't get to see. But yeah, about that Sub-Zero mask, that thing is gonna be crazy. I'm gonna be adding I found this like small smoker machine that like blows out smoke. And I'm gonna incorporate that into the mask too, so it's gonna really look like Sub-Zero, and it's gonna actually have like some of his effects and everything like that too. Things like that take time. That's why I'm saying like 2 builds a month I can do, but I feel like sometimes I kind of like shoot myself in the foot by doing that, because it's like sometimes I'm rushing some parts, and it's like I kind of want to show off to you guys when everything is done. I really hope that doesn't stay. All right, good. Don't act like you guys never put a little spit on your shirt and wipe some off either. Alright, I just touched this up a little bit. Damn, damn, damn. That's what happens when you're not like really paying attention. Those stupid things like that can happen. But it's easy fixable. And before I did this, I was telling myself to put some painter's tape over this so this doesn't happen. But I'm hard-headed. I like to work harder. So like I said, this is just the first layer. I have the emblems, so like the A that goes here, the small little piece that goes here. I have those emblems. This is Captain America's helmet from Captain America Brave New World. If you have not seen the movie, this is what the whole helmet looks like. This thing is sick. There's gonna be like a little hose that comes from here to the back. I already got that printed and finished. I'm throwing some lenses in here. Bro, this thing is gonna be... I think this is one of the cosplays that I've maybe put the most. Maybe. I got a lot of stuff. This stuff is addicting. And that's kind of why I make the channel as well, because I want you guys to get into this too. Like helmets, like 3D printing is not just about helmets. It's not just about cosplay. You can make literally anything. If you're into cars, you should get a 3D printer. If you're into fashion, you should get a 3D printer. If you're into music, you should get a 3D printer. It's like anything you can think of. And it's only gonna grow, so. I'm also thinking, after I got this color looking this good, I'm thinking of redoing my Taskmaster helmet, because it's kind of like falling apart. I'll show you guys. If you guys have ever seen Black Widow, as you can see, this thing is bad boy has seen some better days. With this one, I really like this helmet. Not a lot of people like the movie, but I just like the way that the helmet looks. So I'm thinking of redoing this, because as you can see, this thing is busted. But I just don't like doing redos sometimes, because it's like I already made the video. So sometimes that's always a dilemma of like making the same thing. That's dope. Yeah, I think cardboard, if you do stuff out of cardboard, I think it's a lot different than 3D printing. It's a lot different than Legos. I think that takes like a certain skill. That's like next level stuff, man. I seen the first Comic-Con that I went to, I seen a lot of people with like cardboard material. And sometimes you can't even tell the way that they finish it. It looks so damn good. Me personally, I don't have the patience for the cardboard. I would do that, but I just don't really have the patience. That's why I like the 3D printing. But cardboard definitely takes a different bit of skill. And it could get quite expensive too. But yeah, man, good luck on that suit. I know there are a couple of people that are making 3D printed versions of the Marvel Rival Iron Man suit. But it's just like 3D printing and like cosplay in general. I don't know why, but it's just like Iron Man kind of just goes with it. It's crazy because it's like everybody skips over Batman and goes straight to Iron Man. "60 days sounds about right, I'm not gonna lie. I know that's a lot of work that you gotta put into that. Okay, so that's at least to print a whole suit. To print a whole suit, 60 days? Depends on what printer you're using. I got the K1 Max. That thing prints out pretty quickly, but if you have multiple of them. So this is at least the first layer of it. Again, it's not gonna look the best. You should look into them, and they start off at all different prices. I know I have a K1 Max, but you don't really need something that expensive to start. There are a lot that come a lot cheaper and do exactly what the K1 does, but it's not going to be the same size. That's the only thing. Yeah, I'm going to make sure I get like any of those smaller lines. I just got to clean up the lines on it. That's all from here. As you can see, just adding that gives it a different kind of feel to it already. Dilemma. The reference image that I have is in this phone. I got my other phone. I got my computer. Because I remember where it was on this mask. I know there was a lot of silver in here. I just don't want to mess it up. I don't want mistakes. But in the meantime, if you are just joining, definitely do stay tuned. If you are a subscriber, I am doing a giveaway. I'm going to be giving away some of my older props. Of course, I'm going to be making sure that they're in good condition before sending them out. But this is one of them that I want to give away. I like it still, but it kind of just sits in my room. I'd rather give it to somebody who doesn't have something or would love to have something like this in their home. Ooh. And then this Halo helmet that I got has like a little display piece as well. I do want to give a lot back to you guys, especially for those who support. That's why I say if you're a supporter, gotta follow YouTube guidelines. YouTube says no using giveaways to get supporters, so you gotta follow YouTube guidelines. I gotta let this dry because it's kind of like picking itself up. Alright, but that's at least good for there. Hope you guys are kind of getting an idea too of like what it takes to do these. As you can see, I got a whole lot, so you can only imagine how much time, how much of my life I have given to my craft. This is the one in all white. This one I might do the same thing. I seen somebody who did this in gold. Now, I don't like to copy people, especially with something like that, because that was kind of like a unique idea. Still gonna do it with the silver, but when he did it with the gold, I'm not gonna lie, that did look tough. I want to, but it's like I don't like to take people what other people did. I know other people will say, "Oh, who cares?" But it's like I don't know. To me, especially for like a YouTube video, I just don't want to do that. It's just who I am. I don't know. But this is the one that's in all white. I'm actually doing something a little different. As you can see in here, this one had a layer shift. So as you can see, there's still like some Bondo and stuff in there, which I don't want to get in my hair. So I'm actually adding some foam. That's going to be in the full video. I'm adding some foam into this helmet and a little bit of silk just to make this like really comfortable. If you ever watch movies or like watch the cutscenes, yeah, you can tell I don't really have much to do with myself. I watch cutscenes. No, I'm just kidding. But if you ever watch those, a lot of the actors, they always say like how uncomfortable the suits are, how uncomfortable the helmets are, everything like that. So I want to take the next step and trying to create like a system into making these helmets a lot more comfortable. No matter what movie or what type of film I've seen, that's always the complaint. Oh, the suits, the helmets are so uncomfortable. You can't breathe. Even when you go to a Comic-Con, if you ever wore something, you get that feeling. It's like, damn, it's hot in this thing. It's uncomfortable after a while. I can only imagine doing a movie, like doing backflips, flying. Ooh. The Blades of Chaos, yep. Do you have Invincible Collection? Invincible Collection, what's that? Those are the Blades of Chaos in the back. I have a full video on how I made those. I was just telling the chat that I'm actually going to do those again because I don't like the way that they came out. It was the first pair of swords that I did, and I learned a lot from those. You probably can't see. The second one that I did with this was this Halo Energy sword, and didn't come out the best. And the last sword that I just did was that Blue Beetle sword. All of them light up. They're all done like transparent filament, so they all light up. I show you. But yeah, swords are definitely something that I'm doing again. Those swords I might give away too because I just don't like the way that they look for my display. Am I an artist? I would like to think so. But no, all of this stuff, most of it comes a little done. I'm just coloring kind of thing. That's the Halo sword. Bling. No, the designs you can actually get online. I am learning how to do the designs, but with doing the designs, printing them, finishing them, doing the YouTube videos for it, it takes a lot of time to do that. So sometimes I just download the file and just print it from there. Bucky Barnes' arm, you got a good eye, man. That's his arm back there. Yep, I got a full video of how I brought that to life as well. If you've seen it in a movie, it's probably back here. You probably just can't see it. But I made a lot of Marvel, a lot of DC stuff, a lot of the popular stuff. But that arm, I love that arm, bro. That's one I wouldn't give away. That's because that takes a lot of like scaling and fitting and this and that. So I wouldn't want to give that to somebody and then they kind of wear it as well. Because if you have that, you're gonna want to wear it, bro. Trust me. Let this dry some. If you, I was using I actually use Blender. It's like a learning curve. It's like I started to get it, and then like I said, I got caught up with doing my videos and everything like that. So kind of like I got to relearn it again. But I was getting comfortable with it. I was actually making a Spartan helmet, and it's basically done, but I just don't know like the poly and all that other good stuff. Um, manga's a little bit when for Naruto. A lot of my friends had got me into that. You can see Obito's mask back there. But a lot of my friends got me into Naruto, and they were like super caught up. So they were always like reading the manga. The manga. They weren't like actually watching the TV show. So I've gotten into that. But there are anime that I do watch. This helmet here is from well, both of these are actually from anime. I don't know if you guys have seen. I think it's called like Zero or something. I forget what it's called. But there's actually an anime that I'm gonna be making a helmet from very shortly. Very shortly. I got another one I want to show you guys too. It's coming up very soon. So before showing you guys that though, shout out to my sponsor PCBWay. They actually made the lenses for these. This is why it's like taking me so long because like with all of this stuff, I want to make sure that this comes out beautiful. But these are the lenses for it. Yeah. It's like, yo, this is gonna look like so spot on, bro. But that's the lenses. I can't. That's why I'm taking my time with this one, guys. Make sure you stay tuned for the full video. What's going on, Tyler? This is and I like this because this actually came from the makers of Borderlands. I don't know if you guys have ever played the game or heard of the game Borderlands, but this mask actually came from that game. So the creators of the game made this mask. So there's a mask that comes with the game if you like pre-ordered it, but you can download this and print this out for free, which I think is amazing because a lot of games I feel like they're starting to notice what we're doing with 3D printers, and now they're starting to give us that like file to actually go out and do, which I think is amazing because that's like promotion for them, can open up opportunities for sponsorships, the whole nine. But I think them as a game developer creating something like that is amazing. Tropical Storm. That one. Not sure which one you're talking about. Is that one of those? Demon Mask from the PS4 Spider-Man game up there. No, you probably. I don't know if you're looking at Bane. I have Bane here. I have the Black Panther there, and then that's Ultimate Wolverine, and then that's Batman Arkham Knight. My favorite movie. I'm a big Shia LaBeouf fan. So Disturbia was one of my movies for a long time. Holes was one of my favorite movies. Transformers was one of my favorite movies as well. And then Iron Man is one of my favorite movies, and the Hulk. The Hulk is my favorite character. Ever since they took him off of TNT, they kind of nerfed him, so I kind of. The Hulk is my guy, though. The Batman Who Laughs. Yo, when I made this, I didn't think a lot of people would actually know about this. Because I didn't really know about this, but this is actually a mix-up of Batman and the Joker. But when I put this out, a lot of people did gravitate to it. This thing came out crazy, though. Thank you. Not really one that's into demonic stuff, but that one was cool. That's why I don't have like skulls and stuff like that. I don't really like that stuff. See, Hulk is not. Hulk is not Hasbro. They nerfed him. I'm telling you. Watch the TNT Hulk. You'll be like, bro. All right, that's different. The ones by the Blade. Are you talking about this one? Oh, I know what you. No, this one is. That's actually a samurai mask. I made that from like Ghost of Tsushima. Messi or Ronaldo? That's a good question. Um, I'd say Messi, but I'm guessing you're a Ronaldo fan. I don't know. I think Messi moved out to New England, didn't he? Which one are you talking about? I don't know if you're referring to this one. This one's Black Panther. This one fully lights up too. I got like the purple effects that go through it. This one is a favorite of mine as well. Just in case if any of you guys are wondering, all of them are wearable. Yep. Let me know, IQ, if that was the one that you were talking about. Berserker armor is. I think a lot of people have been asking me about like Berserker armor. Is that from Fallout? But I've been getting a lot of Berserker armor. Like a lot of people have been saying that. Again, if you are in here, I appreciate you guys for hanging out, man. I want to do these a lot more. Like I said, I work, so it is a little challenge, but I'm definitely going to be making some time to do this with you guys. I think the videos are one thing, but I think this is where we really get to connect. That's my main thing. I'm not on YouTube to like be the biggest person in the world. I just want to have a fun community that I can like connect with and get people inspired to be themselves and create. The other Captain America helmet, no, I haven't made that one. I just feel like it's kind of like it's dull. It's kind of just like some helmets I'll make if it's like I don't know how to explain it, but if it's like because that one I feel like it's kind of like a stocking cap in a sense. So I wouldn't want to 3D print that. But if it's like a helmet, like if you take Iron Man for example, Iron Man is something that you kind of like think to be 3D printed or something like that. That Captain America. That one's a little boring to me, just a little bit, just a little bit. Just a wee bit. Oh, bro, no, that's from Avatar. Sorry, that's from Avatar: The Last Airbender. That's the blue spirit mask. Now I know which one you're talking about. If you ever watch Avatar: The Last Airbender, Zuko goes on like a little arc where he wants to help the Avatar kind of thing, and he's wearing that mask there. So that's where that's from. I know what you're talking about now. From the first Spider-Man, the guys with the suits, they kind of came out. I know what you're talking about. No, that's not that one, but I know what you're talking about. Any other movies? I told you all the other movies. Holes, Disturbia, um, Martian. If you guys ever seen Martian with Mark Wahlberg, is it? Um, what are the movies? If you guys ever seen Ray Charles, that's an amazing movie. Jamie Foxx, I think, is like one of the best people to do like a character, like play a different person. I don't know what those are called, like if those are called like bio pictures or something like that. If you ever seen Malcolm X with Denzel Washington, that's an amazing movie. Thanos' Blade, I haven't. I haven't. I'm just now getting into swords, so I haven't made Thanos' Blade. That thing is huge. Making that Blue Beetle sword, I think I'd be able to do. I'd be able to do Bane's, but that thing would be. I mean, not Bane, Thor's, but that thing would be. I mean, Thanos. That thing would be humongous. I'm thinking of doing that. I'm thinking of doing Green Goblin's glider, which is like another cool one that I want to do. And there are a couple of things in the making that I definitely want to get to. Once I get off here, I'm just gonna make sure these lines are a lot more crisp. Like I said earlier, don't act like you never used some spit on your shirt to wipe a little something off. Green Goblin's glider. I made the Green Goblin helmet probably like 2 times or 3 times now. So I would want to do his glider. I have not watched the Peacemaker series. I see a lot of people talking about that though. I haven't watched TV in I don't know how long, guys. I've been like, I live under a rock. But I've seen the last superhero TV show I watched was like The Boys. I don't know if you guys ever seen that, and I didn't finish that one. But that was a pretty good show. It just started to get weird a little bit more as the season developed. So bang bang. So again, just that little bit of detail made it come out. It's making it look good already. I'm only gonna do this little bit in here just because I need the reference image. Yeah, I think once I'm done with these, like I said, I'm gonna have something more from Marvel Rivals. The Loki series. I'm disappointing you, aren't I? I haven't gotten into TV shows recently. I haven't seen the She-Hulk or Daredevil or anything like that. Not even the Flash. I got into a little bit, but I didn't finish that either. sure I record this part. Adding some different effects, don't we? Just watching the playback, making sure I recorded this right. It's upcoming. Looks like I did. Yeah, but if you have any recommendations on what I should watch or what I should make, definitely why do I keep doing that? Leave it in the comments because I'm always up for some advice. But anime and Marvel Rivals is coming shortly. I'm only doing this thin line on the mask because again I have the reference image on the phone that I'm recording on, so like I said, another yeah, the Flash was good. I had a lot of friends that this other job that I used to do, we would kind of like at the end of the week or at the end of the day, sometimes we would go to one of my friends' house and they would kind of like binge watch different episodes of that. So that's how I kind of got into that. Lego cars. I used to do that as a kid, like the Lego cars. I used to have like the Lego like spaceships, a lot of stuff like that. I used to do the same thing as a kid. But Lego's kind of like, oh my goodness. I found a method to put glue on each piece so that way like everything stays. Because if you ever worked with Legos, you know how it goes, how it is, how it is. Alright, that's what we're looking like so far. It's already starting to, just like little accent pieces like that, start to make it really look like something. One of the things I built. Yeah, that's why I use glue. If you put glue on the pieces and then connect them, it helps a little bit more. But as a kid, I was that annoying little brother that like if you were working on something, I'd come over like bam bam, like bam 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 bam. It's probably like your favorite one too. That's how it is. Your favorite one be the one falling apart. All right. That's pretty much good for this one. Like I said, make sure you guys do stay tuned for the full video. This Captain America one is up next. Then after that, it's off the Borderlands. And you know, they added some crazy detail in there. As you can see, they even gave you like a nose slot. So where your nose fits in there. What else did they do? I forgot what else. Oh, like these little eyebrow spots too. I don't think you can see the eyebrow spots as good, but you can see that little indent. But they did a lot of like small things to make sure that this thing is comfortable. I have smaller pieces that go into it too. As you can see, those little ribs interlock with the little ribs on the mask as well. So that's going to be very, very simple. The main thing that I do have to do on this is add like the A logo that goes on the mask. They did have a file that I wasn't paying attention to, but they do have a file that kind of already came out with that. As you guys know, they're multicolored 3D printers, so they have a file with that. I just didn't do it. So all I have to do is just add another coat of white, which I think this kind of already gives it. Seeing it on the camera, it looks a little different in person, but this kind of already gives like that dingy, like worn out look that I want. So that way I can weather it. So I'm thinking, I'm kind of like going back and forth on doing another layer, but it will be a very light layer. And then from there, we'll just be weathering everything. Did I build all of these? Yep, these are all 3D printed, everything that you see behind me. You as well, have a great day. Hope you guys are all having a good day out there. I know it's raining for some of you guys, but yep, everything, as for life vlogs, everything that you see behind me, I 3D print it, paint it, and got it to look like what it's looking like now. The Black Panther, yeah. Ooh. Let me show you it in all of its glory. Is that one I got, I put lights in that one. So that way it gives the same effects as the movie. So that's the eyes that light up, and then bling. This thing is freaking crazy, isn't it? And yes, they're all wearable. So this one took a little bit of time. You can check out my my YouTube channel, or if you click on I don't know how it looks on here, but if you go to my main channel, you can see how I brought this to life. But this thing is I love this one. I like it a lot. Mr. Beast helmet from Fortnite, that's cool. Thank you. That is Mr. Beast's helmet from Fortnite. I've made 3 of those. So I have the one that you see behind me. I have another one. And I have, if you weren't in here earlier, I have this one as well. This one I'm doing a giveaway. So this is one of the items that I'm giving away. This I'm giving away as a raw print for somebody to actually do what I do. Spray paint it, bring it to life. But these are some of the props that I actually want to give away. So if you like the Mr. Beast one, I gotta follow YouTube guidelines. I can't tell you to subscribe to me for a chance, but I can say that I am giving it away to my subscribers. So if you are a subscriber, stay tuned. Within the next couple of months, I'm gonna be giving a lot of stuff away because as you guys can see, I'm running out of space. I'd much rather you guys have some of this stuff. And share. Sharing is caring. Do I sell these? I do sell these, but this year I've been very, very busy. I work full-time. I work a full-time job. I'm making these videos. I've been doing 2 videos every month. Printing these takes a little bit of time, so I do sell them. Usually what I tell people is if you give me an idea, like if you already see it up here, like if you asked me for this Ultimate Wolverine one, I probably wouldn't do it right away because I already made it and I made a video of it. But if it's something like that I haven't made and you're asking for it and I can make a video of it, that'll get me to get it to you a lot faster. Thank you. It takes a lot of time. If I you guys like a lot of them, but this is like I like to show you guys like the learning curve because I don't like to people to like look at my stuff and think like I'm like somebody amazing. Like there's a learning curve that goes to this that I kind of went through to get to where I'm at. But as you can see, I was not always good at making this stuff. Took some trial and error. Even this one. This is I haven't made an Iron Man in a while. But this is an old Iron Man helmet that I had made. You see, this thing looks like crap. So this is what I used to produce. you can see, it doesn't look the best, but it's still pretty nice. Yeah, this one is pretty old. Full of dust. Got a couple of things in here that I've never even finished. You guys remember that Squid Game show? Which way does it go? I made like one of the Squid Game masks. This thing took like 18 hours to print on my CR10S, and it didn't even fit. I thought I had scaled this up to fit. But this one I never finished. Who knows, I might give this away as well. It's crazy, all the things that I didn't finish are in red PLA. I'll never buy red PLA again. But I had this this C3PO that I never finished as well. So who knows, I might give some of this stuff away as well. Some of the old stuff. Thank you guys. Thank you for the compliments. It's high quality, thank you. It didn't always come out like that. It definitely took some time. Tommy Oliver's helmet. Be a little more specific. What are those cool blades in the background? Thank you. Those are the Blades of Chaos. So if you ever played the game God of War, which is one that I really loved growing up as a kid, because it had like a historical kind of thing to it, and it taught you some stuff. But those are the Blades of Chaos. It's from a character called Kratos. I'm going to be redoing those again because I don't like the way that they look. I know on camera from here they kind of look good, but the closer you get, it's kind of like, what are those? That one I am making. So Power Ranger art I do have upcoming. I don't have them printed out yet, but I do have a Power Ranger art coming up because a lot of people have been asking me to make some Power Ranger stuff. Ant-Man helmet, I did. Ant-Man helmet gave me... I will never do an Ant-Man helmet again. There's a file that I had from my DO3D. I think I threw it out now. But that helmet was like... They didn't give like any connection points for it. And it was really hard to like put together. I had printed it out, painted it perfectly. But the assembly... I think I still have the video. The full Ant-Man video should be on my channel if I didn't delete it. But I would never do an Ant-Man helmet again. That one put like a sore onto me. So many things happened as I was doing that one. But I will be making the not the Ant-Man helmet specifically, but the Ant-Man helmet that like all of Marvel wore, the Team Marvel helmet. That one I will make. That one I have queued up. But to this day, Ant-Man haunts me. The Black Panther helmet. You guys seem to love that one. I was just showing that one. If you want to see that one again, let me know. I'll definitely show you guys that one. But I do have a full YouTube video. Anything that you guys see behind me, I have a full video of how I made it. The purpose of my channel is to spark people to be creative. I think a lot of people try to like follow the crowd and try to be like out the box crazy. I don't think that you really have to do that in a lot of situations. I think a lot of us have a good one of these and can create from this, but it's not cool. So everybody just does what they see on the internet. I like to show people to use this in a creative way because it's the most important thing that you got, most important muscle you got. Use it, flex it. This one I would say it's one of my favorites. It's becoming one of my favorites, this Ultimate Wolverine one. I love this helmet. It's again a sleeper. I felt like not a lot of people would know about, but this one's filled with magnets. This one I just finished not too long ago as well. Whole videos out of this. This is a favorite of mine. All magnetized. They actually made a new file for some Batman helmets. They actually came out with a Hellbat suit. This is the old one that I made from Arkham Knight. I really love this one. The suit of this is crazy too. I gotta get some more, order some more LED eyes, because these ones kind of burnt out. So I need some more to make this thing pop. How many helmets do you have? Probably more than I should. That's why I'm giving some away. But I have, let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 29, 30, 31, 32, 33, 34, close to 40-ish. I have a lot. So I'm definitely giving some away, and that's, some of them you guys can't see right now. It's like all stuck through this room, but I'm definitely giving some away. Claws back there. Yep, Wolverine's claws as well. Is there? This one I just finished a video not too long ago as well. This one came out a lot easier. I thought this one would give me like some super complications, but it didn't. If you ever made a 3D printed glove, you'll know one of the most annoying things to do is these fingers. Which the good thing about these fingers is they have a lot of texture, just like on the glove. So I didn't really have to sand these down, but sanding and making fingers, bro, it is a mission. These are his gauntlets. This was a fun build to make. I'm very happy with the way that they came out as well. Only thing I could have did, which is with making gloves and stuff like that, it's a little bit hard to scale. So that's the only thing that I would have did, was just make the glove part a little bit bigger. I'm not trying to like fully put this on, but you kind of get the idea. These things came out crazy. As I was making these, the claws broke like 2 or 3 times, so I would like make these a lot thicker and stronger, so that way that doesn't happen. I wasn't really thinking of that during the making. Yes, video game helmets I do as well. So I was just showing this not too long ago. This was actually one of the first helmets that, to my knowledge, a video game company actually made. So this is from Borderlands. But yeah, just seeing that they created their own file and put out to the public is something that I see is pretty crazy. I have Cade 6's helmet too, from Destiny. So I don't know if you've ever played Destiny, but this is another video game helmet. And then I made his this as well to go with it. I have Mr. Beast's helmet from Fortnite right here. So a couple different things from games too. What else came from the game? I have this little mini from a video game. If you know, you know. If you don't, you don't. But those are my video gamers. And then that samurai helmet you can kind of call video gameish. That's from Ghost of Tsushima. Ghost of Yotel now, you can kind of say. T'Challa, I think they're trying to make another movie with him. I don't know how true it is. Probably just like some nonsense. But I seen like Will Smith might be the next Black Panther or something like that, or some other person. But you never know. I don't think they're gonna completely like just throw away his character. I think they're just letting it letting everything kind of pass, because you don't want to just switch his character like he was nobody kind of thing and just kind of like brush over it. you kind of got to respect the man's life and what he did. So I think he will come back. I think it's just going to take a little bit of time. I made a Bumblebee helmet. Bumblebee helmet I do want to make. I just haven't found like Transformer helmets online that look really good. But Transformers was like my thing as a kid. Like I love Transformers. I love Yu-Gi-Oh. Uh, like I used to love that stuff. Gundam, all of those things. I'm definitely in the queue. I'm just looking for the right thing so that way it's like a good representation. Such a good game. Yes, Dosho. I think that's what the Arrow men used to say. Dosho. But that game was my thing. I got a lot of people who requested those masks for me as well from that game. But that game used to be that game was fun. I'm kind of like iffy on buying part two, the Ghost of Yotel, because I kind of feel like it's the same thing, which is usually what they do. They just add like a couple different features. But it's usually like once I play a game and it's really good, I don't really want to go to part two. Have the Batman Arkham Shadows on my VR. Batman Arkham Shadows. I just got back Batman Arkham Knight on PlayStation. They had like the full bundle for like $5, so I'm just getting into that one. Ooh. It's my first time playing Batman series, but this is his Arkham Knight helmet. They have a Hellbat, a full costume of his Hellbat, and a new helmet that I'm thinking of making as well. But Batman is my guy. Now that's gotta be crazy. Iron Man VR. I didn't even know that they came up with those two. That's gotta be fun as hell, man. I did one VR game in New York. So it was like a zombie game, and they have you like fully encompassed in it. They got the eyes on, the ears on. You can't hear anything, and it was like a time trial. Mind you, they're trying to like stop me mid trial, and I'm going in. I'm like on around like 10 or so, shooting zombies, slicing, throwing grenades and stuff like that. So my friend actually recorded as I'm like going in. You see the person trying to like get me like, hey, your time trial is up, But nah, VR is crazy. I can only imagine it for Iron Man and stuff like that. Around the head, right over the Mr. Beast helmet. That is Batman, Laughing Bat. I was just showing this one a little earlier. Ooh, but this is actually in a different series. Batman and the Joker become one, kind of thing. And this is them. It's called The Batman Who Laughs. So search it up. You'll find out a little bit about it. I can imagine because it's still a little bit new. I know a lot of those VR games are probably like still a little bit incomplete, but just that, I know it's pretty crazy. Thank you guys for all the likes as well. I would say DC. I'm a little older. Back in my days, we didn't have Iron Man. I'm just kidding. But now, back in the day, it was all Batman, Superman, everything like that. If you watch Batman Returns, I forget which Batman it was, but it was Batman with Jim Carrey as the Riddler. Bro, that movie is crazy. It had Batman, it had the Riddler, it had Arnold Schwarzenegger as Iceman. I forget which Batman that was. I think it's Batman Beyond or something like that. But Batman was the guy, like back in the day. And then you had Batman Beyond, the TV show. You had Superman. You had Smallville. It just started coming out. It was a lot more DC. I think Marvel now is starting to come out a lot more. But back in the day, Batman and Superman were the guys. Yeah, the Batman game is crazy. In Arkham Knight, I just don't like how the vehicle moves. The vehicle drives. It's like super like uncoordinated, and it's like for the Batmobile, you would think would be totally different. But the game itself, like the combinations, I like those games where you kind of like react like Assassin's Creed when you're like in big fights and you can like use combos and stuff like that. That gets a lot of fun. Right now, I am playing the Division 2. I know it's a super old game, but I'm kind of like going back to it. I love that game. Do you prefer... S4 Vlogs. I gotta follow YouTube guidelines. But what I was telling people earlier is that I am giving away some of these helmets because I have too many. YouTube guidelines say I can't tell you to subscribe to me for a giveaway, but I'm letting you know for my subscribers I am doing a giveaway. So if you do want some of these, I'm giving them away. I want to do a lot more of these lives as well, where I can communicate with you guys and see what you guys want or would like for me to make, and then see if I can do giveaways like that to specific people. But um, yeah, I do want to give away a lot of these because these are like the main pieces that I want for my display. Everything else that I kind of make, it's kind of like, it's too merch. But right now I am making count it, two versions of the Captain America helmet from Brave New World. I was just kind of like using this Posca pen to just add a little bit of the effects in. But these are my upcoming, this is going to be an upcoming video. I made part one of the video, kind of. This one actually printed with a layer shift. So this one didn't print out as straight as it looks. I actually had to do a lot to get it to look like this. So that's part one. But by next weekend, the video should be out. But that's what I'm making right now. Thank you, sir. Thank you, sir. Spider-Man or Iron Man? That's a good one. That's a good one. And I don't know. I guess it would be a difference between like if it's the comic book Spider-Man or the movie Spider-Man. Because comic book Spider-Man is next level. Like his strength, everything like that. They kind of nerf it in the movies, but Spider-Man is crazy in the comic books. That's a real hard one, Spider-Man and Iron Man. Because Iron Man I do like because of like the tech and the gadgets, everything like that. His arc reactor. I bet you guys didn't think I had that, did you? But his different arc reactors, I think the persona of Iron Man kind of fits me. I'm an engineer. I like to create and build. But the actual character of Spider-Man is crazy. Average time to make one of your helmets. Average time, it all depends. Like I was mentioned earlier, I work full time. If I'm not working, these take me about like 2 to 3 days. About 2 to 3 days. I would say 5 max to finish. But it all depends on like how much detail, how many different parts go into it, how much painter's tape I'm gonna have to put to it. I say anywhere from like 3 to 5 days it takes. Because mainly it's just after the print, especially with my K1 Max, it prints out, as you can see, like these things come out in glass. So I don't really have to do much post-processing now. So it makes life a lot easier. But like I said, just imagine it just differs if I have to add like lights, magnets, this, that, third, to make it look exactly what it's supposed to be. Exactly, 200 IQ. Exactly. He's too strong. He's too strong for the movie, so they had to nerf him. Cause Sandman would have been done like that. Movie over, one punch. Bye. First get different parts printed and buy them in Sandman and then paint them and then. Basically, it's print, post process, paint, and then add like any of the details to it. Sounds very easy, but it's not usually that easy. And like I said, it depends on what kind of like this, for example, this Spider-Man one took a little bit more time because as you can see, all these red lines, I had to get in there and like hand paint it. So just imagine like spray painting this whole thing black, which is super easy, but then taking a paintbrush and then going through this and going like, and it doesn't just go after one application. You gotta like come back and do it again, come back and do it again. So that's what I mean. It all depends on how deep I have to kind of go with it. But that's about the process: print, post process, paint, and all that other good stuff. That's a good question. So, Brent, I actually watched a movie on Netflix. It was called 3D Print Things. This was during the pandemic, so that's where a lot of this came from being stuck in the house, not being able to do anything. But during that time, I wanted to make 3D printed masks that had like a filtration system, and people would be able to like breathe normally through those and be out in public and be able to get back outside. Then I started going on YouTube and I typed in 3D printed helmet, and boom, it kind of went off from there. Just being able to see all the different things that you kind of can create. So it started from a Netflix movie, and on that Netflix movie, it actually said a lot of this started in Boston. I'm kind of from Boston, so it got me into it as well. But after seeing that, getting inspired from that to try to create something to help people, and then seeing that I can do stuff like this, it kind of just like set me off, man. In Civil War, exactly, exactly. Captain America should have got it a couple of times. Like when he was fighting Iron Man, he took like his repulsor beams like straight to the chest. It's like, how does that even work? How does that work? I don't know what was in that little vial. How much does the printer machine cost? Mine's cost a little bit more than, but I didn't start off this. So I started off with an Ender 3 Pro. Ender 3 Pro was like 200 bucks. It was a pretty small size. You had to build it all as one. From there, I went up to the CR10S, which was at the time about like 500-600, and now I have the K1 Max, which is like a little bit over 1,000. But again, don't think that you need that. You can start off with the regular 3D printer for like 200 bucks. And nowadays, they stack those cheaper printers up with so much that you really don't. I got this one because it helps me. It prints out very fast, and with the volume, I can print out full helmets in one shot. So that's why I got that one. If you're looking for something, find out what your needs are specifically, and go from there. But I wouldn't say that you would have to spend $1,000 to get this, because I can get a smaller printer, print these out in smaller pieces, and connect it, and it'll still look just as good as this, which is what I used to have to do. But since I don't really have as much time, I just got this. You guys really like that one, huh? Maybe I'll just leave that one here for now. I didn't see. I gotta watch that movie again. But yeah, Spider Man. I don't think a lot of people know. Like, if you didn't read the comic books, a lot of people don't really know what Spider Man is capable of. He can kind of wipe out everybody if he wanted to. I think he's the only one that can stop even the Juggernaut too. Him and Wolverine, I think, are like the only ones that can stop the Juggernaut. Just think of that. The Juggernaut himself can't run through Spider Man's web. It's so. Like, just think of that. A lot of characters I feel like that. A lot of characters I feel like can wipe out everybody, but it's like the writer's pen that saves them. Like Zabuza. If you guys ever watched Naruto, Zabuza was one of my favorite characters, but I feel like the writer just didn't want him to. Kid Buu and Kid Buu, another one of my favorite characters from Dragon Ball Z. The writer is the only person that could have taken Kid Buu out. Do you sell helmets? I do sell helmets. Like I was saying a little bit earlier, I do sell them, but I work a full-time job as well, so it's a little bit hard. What I usually tell people is if I already printed it, more than likely I'm not going to do it again because I like to make videos. But if you give me an idea of a helmet that I haven't printed and I can make a video of it, more than likely I'd print it for you and give it to you. So I can kind of kill two birds with one stone. But I want to get more 3D printers so that way I can kind of like do more orders. But even so, taking an order takes time. Can 200 bucks? Yes, you can. 3D printers, it doesn't matter how much it is, it's all gonna melt the plastic into the shape that you want. The only thing that differs in 3D printing is the size. So if you have a smaller 3D printer, print a helmet like this in one shot, but you can still like cut this helmet up and print out smaller pieces and connect it. If you watch any of my older videos, that's exactly what I do. A lot of these, you kind of can't see the weld lines, because I do like a good post-processing, but you can see that the top of this helmet is white filament and then the bottom is black filament. So this I had to cut up. With a lot of these I had to cut up. I think only like 6 or 7 of them, of my 6 or 7 of my most recent videos, I was only able to make these like in full. But don't ever think that you need a big printer or need to spend a lot of money. It just depends on how far you want to go. Make sure I didn't miss some of you guys. But 200 bucks can definitely get you a printer. Spider-Man can stop the Juggernaut. That's what I'm saying. A lot of people don't know who and what Spider-Man is capable of. Characters of Marvel. I need my prescription. No, I'm just kidding. Ghost Rider's a sleeper too. Deadpool, Moon Knight, and Doctor Doom. I have to get into the Moon Knight, to the Moon Knight series. I like a lot of Egyptian culture, so yeah, definitely want to get into that one. There was a big arc in 3D printing. Like everybody was making the Moon Knight helmet. I just didn't do it. For me, it's like if a lot of people are doing something, I'm not gonna do it. Okay, Bucky Barnes until the plot came in. Exactly. I got Bucky Barnes' arm back there too. I don't know if you guys seen. Ooh. Let me show you guys some more of this stuff. Those are some of the other helmets. At the top, I got Alien vs Predator, Cade 6. I even had my sponsor PCBWay. Now I didn't check the scale, but this is actually one of the Dragon Balls that they helped me make. Got a video on how I did this as well. But if you can think about it, I probably printed it. Something of it. Ghost Rider is definitely a cool character. I haven't seen the I don't know if you guys have ever seen Hellboy. He's a pretty, I don't know if he's Marvel though, but he's a pretty cool character too. A lot of people don't know about him. Stormtrooper helmet. Stormtrooper helmet, I have a file for it. I just have not done it. I don't know why I haven't. But I did have a time where I was trying to do like a whole bunch of Star Wars stuff. So I have C3PO. I actually have I think it was Anakin's lightsaber. Yeah, probably won't be able to find that now, but I had Anakin's lightsaber that I was trying to make as well. I don't know why I haven't, but I just have not done Star Wars. Between Black Panther and Blue Beetle, this is Bane. Nobody knew who I was until I put on the mask. This is Bane from Batman. You think the dark is your ally. I was born in it. But Christian Bale is a cool actor too. Like I said, Shia LaBeouf is one of my favorite actors. So he did that like Western movie with Shia LaBeouf in it. I forget what that was called, but I like his character in that one. He's very short, which is very throws people off. Darth Vader I haven't done either. I do want to do that, but I have not. But Darth Vader is cool. The reason I haven't done Darth Vader is because I want like the a sound box or something to go with it, and they did used to make like the little box that does like the like I want that to go with it. But it's gonna take a lot of time. Captain America's shield is coming soon because with Bucky Barnes' arm and with this helmet, I'm definitely gonna need that shield. So stay tuned for that. And that's again one of those things that even with my printer, I'm still gonna have to cut that piece up, cut that model up in order to make it because the shield is gonna be pretty big. Thank you. A lot of you guys have liked that the Batman Who Laughs. Vegeta is my favorite character. again, another character that is only defeated because of the writer. I think Vegeta is definitely better than Goku. He's a Princess Saiyan for crying out loud. But I think with the like you said, I think it's the Ultra Ego or something like that. I haven't caught up with the manga, but I think with this Ultra Ego, this is where they're finally gonna give him his rise to say he's stronger than Goku. But I think even if they do that, then they're gonna say that Frieza Black. They're gonna say Frieza's stronger than both of them now. So it's like Vegeta's strength isn't even gonna really matter. So it's like Captain America's shield is coming soon. Definitely, definitely. I have to do it too because I have Taskmaster's helmet as well. So there's like 3 or 4 props that I can use that with. Thor's hammer I did a while back. You can check on my YouTube. It kind of got heat warped. I left his hammer in my car after I was moving, and it never came back. So this is like all that remains of it. This is like one of the parts to his axe. So with that being said, I should probably do it again. But this was kind of like a concept of Mjolnir. But definitely check out my channel. I did make a full Mjolnir. Brent, I don't know if you just came, but Ant-Man gives me nightmares. I made an Ant-Man helmet a while ago, but the file that they had made of the Ant-Man helmet didn't really like make sense when putting it together and putting it on. So it gave me a lot of headache, and it kind of gave my printer a headache as well. It kind of destroyed one of my printers. So that helmet haunts me to this day. I don't want to do it again. But I am making the Marvel Team Marvel helmets that kind of look like the Ant-Man helmet. But his main helmet. I think I should still have the full video on my YouTube though. If Black Freeze is, but like I said, I think they're gonna make him stronger than Vegeta, so it won't make any sense. I mean, those hammer out of cardboard. That's actually a good idea. That actually would save me a lot of time instead of 3D printing. Is make it out of cardboard. That axe I am making as well. I'll probably do it as I'm redoing these Blades of Chaos, because I'm not happy with the Blades of Chaos behind me. So I'm probably gonna do those again with that axe as well. But those will be crazy. I'll probably do all 3 of those together. Make like a little arc for that. I'll incorporate it into one. But that axe is crazy. Like I said, I've been getting into swords and axes. So as you can see behind me, I got the Halo Energy Sword, I got Blue Beetle Sword, and then I got these 2 Blades of Chaos. So swords are definitely going to be coming soon. A lot more. All right. But it was amazing chilling with you guys. I'm going to be doing a lot more of these lives as I go on, especially as it gets colder, because as it gets colder, I can't really be outside and spray paint. So I want to do a lot of these, do these a lot more. Like I said, I'm gearing up to do some giveaways within the next couple of months. So definitely make sure you guys are subscribed and stay tuned for that. It was definitely Stormbreaker. I'll look at that one. Stormbreaker. I'll look at that. But thank you guys. It was cool hanging out with you guys. Again, thank you guys for all the love and all the likes that you guys sent. I said I didn't really plan this, but it was cool that you guys actually came in, had some conversation going on. You guys know I'm not the hugest YouTube ever, but it is cool being able to like come in here and chat with you guys, see different people from my community, see what you guys are interested in, kind of like create that friendship. Like I said, I'm gonna be doing a lot more of these lives. I want to create more ways in which we can do stuff and communicate. Like I said, if you are a Marvel Rivals fan, stay tuned, because I got some stuff coming up for that, which I want to incorporate into these lives as well, so we can have a little bit of fun. But It was cool. Thank you guys for hanging out. Like I said, this is going to take a couple more layers for me to do, but I at least got to hang out with you guys as I'm doing it. I might go to TikTok live for a little bit, so if you don't have me on TikTok, it's the same thing, BZ Comics, and I'll probably just add the silver onto this helmet there and just hang out with that, my community over there. But you guys will always be my priority. You guys, YouTube is definitely my home. TikTok is just TikTok, so I don't think that you guys are getting any less treatment. That's why I came here first. Besides that, guys, it's always cool to hang out. Like I said, I'll be back live again, but it was cool to hang out with you guys. Appreciate you, 200 IQ. Peace. Have a great day, guys. Stay out of trouble. It's okay to be a nerd, be yourself, and be creative. Enjoy your day. Enjoy the holiday.